So in the previous video, we've seen the formula of the expansion of a plus b the whole raised to n when n is any real number is a raised to n, plus the second term is n into a raised to n minus 1 b. The third term is given in green, n into n minus 1 the whole upon 2 factorial a raised to n minus 2 b squared, plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 upon 3 factorial a raised to n minus 3 b cubed, plus and so on. Let us take another example, and try to understand this. Let us say that we need to find the expansion of square root of 1 plus x. We can write the same as 1 plus x the whole raised to 1 upon 2. Square root, if we write this in the index form, it can be written as 1 upon 2. So let us see what are our values. The value of a is 1, the value of b is x, the value of n over here is 1 upon 2. Now let us substitute the same in the above formula. So we can write 1 plus x the whole raised to 1 upon 2 is equal to a raised to n. So we have 1 raised to 1 upon 2. So 1 raised to 1 upon 2 plus n into a raised to n minus 1 b. N is 1 upon 2 into a raised to n minus 1. So we have a, which is 1, raised to n minus 1. N minus 1, n is 1 upon 2 minus 1. 1 upon 2 minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. So we have minus 1 upon 2. B. B is x. So into x plus n into n minus 1. N is half into n minus 1 we've just seen is half minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2. So minus 1 upon 2. The whole upon 2 factorial. 2 factorial is 2 into a raised to n minus 2. So we'll subtract this further and we'll get minus 3 upon 2. So 1 raised to minus 3 upon 2 b squared. B is x, so x squared. Then we come to our next term, plus n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. N is 1 upon 2, n minus 1 is minus 1 upon 2, n minus 2 now we have calculated is minus 3 upon 2. The whole upon 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1, which is 6. A raised to n minus 3. A is 1 raised to n minus 3. So we'll have to subtract this further and we'll get minus 5 upon 2. So minus 5 upon 2. B cubed. B is x, so into x cubed. And this can continue. Let us simplify this. Is equal to 1 raised to anything is 1. So 1 raised to 1 upon 2, that is square root of 1 is also 1, plus 1 upon 2. 1 raised to again anything is 1. So we can ignore this and multiply by x. So we end up with 1 upon 2 multiplied by x. Plus, in fact, let's see whether the sign is plus or minus. Let us verify that. So plus and minus is minus. We have a minus. 1 1 is 1. 2 2 is 4. And 4 into 2 is 8. So we have a 8 over here. X squared. So you may be wondering, where is this 1 raised to minus 3 upon 2? So 1 raised to anything is 1, and 1 multiplied by the number is the same number. So we can ignore 1 raised to minus 3 upon 2. So we end up with x squared. Let us just let me explain you how did I end up with 1 upon 8. 1 upon 2 into minus 1 upon 2 divided by 2. So we have 1 1 is 1 and the negative sign upon 2. When this divide becomes multiply, we have 1 upon 2. Sorry, 2 2 is 4. And therefore we have 1 minus 1 upon 8. So I got this minus 1 upon 8 multiplied by x squared plus minus and minus is plus, so I've already put a plus. 1 1s is 1, 1 3s is 3, 2 2s is 4, 4 2s is 8 multiplied by the 6 in the denominator. 1 raised to anything is the same thing, we'll ignore that, x cubed plus and so on. 3 1s 3 2s. So we have 1 plus 1 into x is x upon 2 minus x squared into 1 is x squared upon 8 plus x cubed upon 16, and if we continue we'll have minus 5 upon 128 and so on. So in this way we expand the square roots also.